It is finally here. I want you guys to pay attention to this one from the beginning of it till the end. What you're about to hear, I'm very sure that your fingers will be at the comment section. You want to pour out your heart. You will want to say everything that you think and everything that you know. Still on justice for Mohbad. We are not going to waste time on this one. But before we proceed, please, if you're just coming across this channel, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Very important, very much important. Returning subscribers and those that have been here, I say a very big thank you to you for returning and for being here. Your comments are highly appreciated. To those that have tapped on that button that says thanks, the one with the love icon and the dollar sign in the middle of it. May God replenish your pockets. May your pockets never run dry. And if you want to encourage us more, you can as well tap on that same button. Let us get right into this one. It is smoky hot.
You go now, if you want to do DNA, if you do any, it's a conclusive proof. Say the Baba no be in get am, abi? So it will go displace that presumption of legitimacy. But for this case, Mohbad during his lifetime acknowledged that child as his own. Once the papa acknowledge a child, whether na him get am, no third party can come and say no be you get am. Wow. Now the papa don't die. He say na my child. A third party, the baba, the grandfather, na busybody. Because the son say na me get this child until his death. Now, if you go court say they won't do the DNA where they say they won't do, the court will say, okay, come to the court. You will do file an affidavit. Say this is not the reason why I won't say make my grandson. And what are the reasons? You have to give very cogent reasons before they give go ahead. Now, the person who fits dispute paternity must be in the proceedings. Now, the person who supposed dispute the paternity, he don't die. He don't die. So now that person go come challenge paternity. Now, if the court allows that kind of nonsense, it means say anybody, when my own papa died, my uncle could just look me, say, you don't really resemble my brother. Go do DNA. It's just the unfortunate. Everybody, go do DNA. It's nonsense. Even if the court allowed this, me, I go do am pro bono. I go challenge them to Supreme Court. Say, the court supposed not allow that man. Because the man we're supposed challenge, he don't die. Okay, now, even if they say make them do sample, and where they collect sample, where they want collect sample. The person where they want collect sample don't die. Because I don't go say make them collect the sample of that baba. Because even that baba no sure say I ain't get Mohbad. So I want to say something. Even the mama no sure. We don't go swap am during childbirth. So that DNA is between the Mohbad and the son. Period.
The court system now don't talk say make they don't give us at last 2 days or so. Or they don't say make she go do the DNA.
That's a lie.
No be say they say make
no they follow so they appeal. Waiting the baba go do is you go file application. Say you want to do DNA. So the court go say go and serve Wunmi. Make Wunmi to come court. What Wunmi's lawyer go come do na counter. He go now tell the court say no agree. So the court go now look at it. Okay, the reason is cogent enough. Okay, make it. But if the court will make that application, me, I go challenge them. Supreme Court. Because it go open a lot of floodgates of nonsense. A lot of uncle, father will just look at me and say I don't look like my father. Okay, back to our story. I won't be one. Okay, back to the story.
Now, let us quickly go through one or two comments about this because we need to see the reactions of people out there as regards this lady had presented. Do not forget that she is not the magistrate of the court. She's not the judge. And I want to believe, regardless of her legal experience, she is not still the judge. Yes, in this. Now, someone wrote, the law you are quoting or trying to explain can be applied only when the cause of RIP is known. In this case, the wife is a suspect, prime suspect at that, and many motives surrounding his demise. Now, obviously, you see a lot of people responding to this. People said exactly. People said Mohbad is still in the mortuary. People said let the court be the judge if it can be proven with concrete evidence beyond reasonable doubts. Now, someone say court will allow it. Even in America, anybody can come anywhere that he wants to be joined in a will. The court will order a DNA. If it is positive, you are in it. If it is negative, you are out. And here again, someone said, what kind of talk is this? True or right? I don't know. But all these people advising Wunmi and her supporters are the problem. If someone had advised her well to make peace with her father-in-law, all this matter would have been long dead. See how she lean. She's actually listening to those that are giving her the wrong advice. Someone said, Madam, did you hear that there was a fight between Mohbad and his wife? Did you know the reason why the fight led to his demise? It's when the guy find out the guy is not his child. So, Madam, this DNA is needed. Well, she made something clear that you have to prove in court, and he said the only person that can, argue this in court is not alive. I don't know why she decided to use her own uncle as an example to Mohbad's father. Your uncle is not your father, related to you, but not your father. You see, not your father. That's the point here. It is the grandfather, the father of the deceased, that is saying, I am taking this to the court because there is a motive that we need to be clear about. My son had wanted this to be done. Oh, they might say, where are the evidence that your son wanted this to be done? If that cannot be proven, if there are no evidence, even though the evidence is on Punch newspaper, Mohbad's mother corroborated it, saying, and if Mohbad's father's lawyer is listening, go pick up that particular part of the Punch where Mohbad's mother said that Mohbad had requested for DNA when he was alive. Now, not just that alone. In court, Mohbad's father can argue about motive, which is basically the essence of it, which is basically what they can do. Argue on motive. It is not about inheritance. It's not about who is going to own what Mohbad has. After all, they did a cultural, traditional marriage. So, if that is what people are thinking, then they are wrong. It's not about who inherit. It's about motive. Did you RIP my son because he discovered that that child is not his? That's simple as ABC. And Mohbad's father can corroborate every of these with the testimony, the stories that someone like Spending gave at the coroner inquest, saying, well, from what I could gather in whatever it is that they were arguing about, Canada, visa, girlfriend, child, this and that. So Mohbad's father will not lose this one. No, he will not lose. I'm very sure that if this case is taken to the court and the court decides to manipulate it, the street will pour. And I mean, people will pour out on the street. The riot, it will be unbearable. They know. Even if it is not directly connected to them, it's a family thing, it's a civil case, but people will react to it. Someone say, anybody that support Wunmi not to do DNA is MAD. Let Wunmi bring out result of DNA that she and Mohbad did at Canadian Embassy. You see what I told you? That there was a DNA done. The Canadian Embassy will be laughing now. Whoever the consular, if obviously the consular will be, the person that treated that particular file will be laughing right now, like, look at these people. That child is not Mohbad's. So she's saying that Mohbad accepted the child. Like, at what time did Mohbad accept the child? That's why it's very important that you should be careful. Now you are alive. Get yourself DNA done and let your family be aware of it before that woman buy you. Particularly if you have acquired one or two things. Maybe you've just bought one XL. What is it called? Is it LK? You've bought just a car. Be careful. Be careful. And Dubai, Wunmi bought this boy because he promised him she would end his career and even life. And she did. And she still have the audacity to tell the poor father that Shingba, she will not give to the father just because she knew where the boy belongs to. God forbid bad thing. If I'm Papa Mohbad, I will just leave everything to God because it's obvious Mohbad was quiet because of Liam. And we even heard what Wunmi said, that the little boy, that kind of statement is horrible. That Mohbad has RIP for his son. that the RIP of his son, Mohbad RIP did. Like, I don't really get it. What is this talk about Mohbad laying his life for his son? Like, I don't really get it. To make his son leave, like, I'm going for my son. What nonsense is this trash? What trash is this coming out of their mouth? What nonsense is this? So someone else say they can ask for the DNA if all the witnesses surrounded is RIP, as saying Leriolu and Wunmi argued before is RIP. So it's going to be taken to the court. Someone say Ashewo group of people, referring to the woman. A lot of people are really talking about this, but you will not find a lawyer that will want to jeopardize their license coming out. Of course, they can anyway, but there is a limit to it anyway. There's a limit. There's a limit to it, because we need a seasoned lawyer that can argue this. And I think Mohbad's lawyer is okay. Mohbad's lawyer is okay. They've already thought about it, and they definitely must have looked at the nooks and cranny of everything to see what and how it can be done. I'm going to end with this. Someone say ignorant people everywhere. The case involves life. The case that involves life is different from the law. You're quoting exactly. You can't just drop quotes or statement and make it appear like it's lifeless. No, we are talking about someone who is not alive, not because he RIP'd via accident. No, not at all. We are talking about something that we believe has been premeditated, something that happened, and till today, answers to it has not been given. So how is it now possible? How does it make sense? How can it ever be possible that Mohbad accepted and that's the end of it? It doesn't sound fine. I don't think Wunmi will be able to survive it, home and abroad. Like, if Wunmi finally somehow through the help of some people help her to manipulate, and she now say, yes, finally I have it, I'm going to the US. Where will she reside in the US? Is US safe? In fact, I'm kind of thinking to a point that Nigeria might be a bit safer than the US, where people are taken out at any minute, particularly if you are brown skin. It's just that they don't really put much of this things on the media, apart from our internal crisis, political crisis that we have, the terrorists from the north and the Sahara Desert and all of that, from the Senegambia and whatever, afflicting us. Apart from that, I don't think that Wunmi will be safe in the US. Like, really, really safe. There's a lot of terrible things happening in the US too. It's just that they know how to manage whatever they put out on social media or whatever news. A lot today you are hearing that someone was brought down, someone was taken out, someone was, continuously you will hear terrible things. In fact, there are some neighborhood, if you go there, you're on your own. There are some states, you just have to be careful where you. I've seen countless people who live in peaceful parts of Europe. When they go to America, they, like on vacation, like they had to just go, or maybe there is a wedding or something. They are very careful because they don't know if one crazy person will come and start taking people out, like, for no reasons at all. And the funniest things, if the person is a Caucasian, they'll come up with stories of maybe the person is watching too much video games, or the person has mental problems. The person must have mental problems to be wicked. But if the person is of other race or culture, then the person must be responsible for their action. The person must be wicked. So, nonsense talk. Baba Mohbad has 100% right to ask for DNA. If other lawyers prove the other side, I know you will never post it on your platform. That is, if it will be posted back when Mohbad's father finally gets it. Let us see what this will finally end or result into. See you guys. Justice for Mohbad.